Welcome back. State Bank of India's MD, Mr. Dinesh Khara, is right here with us. We spoke about the SBI Cards transaction. The other one, which is going to mean a huge amount of value unlocking for State Bank of India, is going to be the State Bank of India's or SBI Life IPO. Mr. Khara, throw more light on the timeline when the IPO could come in and what's the kind of preparation underway right now?
Well, as far as SBI Life IPO is concerned, we have filed the DRHP, and once we have the approvals in place, we will be going to the market. And the SBI Life has done well in last year. And last year, as compared to the industry growth of about 39%, in fact, SBI Life grew about 39%. Whereas the industry grew about 26% in the private sector space. So that is a kind of a thing. And as far as the market share is concerned, the market share improved from about 17 odd percent to almost about 20% in the private sector space. So, that company is doing exceedingly well. And in terms of the new policies as well as on the renewal fronts, they are doing pretty well, and they are actually the number one. They enjoy the number one ranking in the new awareness premium. So that is the kind of awareness model this company has.
So, Mr. Khara, if SBI Life is the numero uno, life insurance company in the country, now the only big listed entity or peer in this space is ICICI Pru Life, which is trading higher and has a market cap of close to about 64,000 crore rupees. So it has to surpass that. What is the kind of valuation expectation that you have for the IPO? Around 70,000 crore rupees is what we gather.
I think it's difficult to really ascribe any number as far as the valuation is concerned at this point of time. Much of it would be a function of the market at the material point of time. But as far as the valuation drivers are concerned, I perceive, the ability of the company to distribute through the branch network of State Bank of India is a very, very major plus which is available with SBI Life. So, and apart from that, their ability to create value for the customer, better customer service, and better customer experience would be the other factors which will help the company to have significant value. This is what my reading about the company is.
Right. So you spoke about competition, and there is enough and more in your space. Even HDFC Life is preparing for an IPO. What are the key differentiators for SBI Life to be ahead of their competition?
I think one is a product mix which they have in terms of their ULIP and their pure life insurance policies. They have a very good combination which is there. And apart from that, as I mentioned, that much of it is the customer experience in terms of, the claim experience, in terms of the servicing experience. So those are the kind of things which are going to be the differentiator. And they are also equally getting into, and also they have got a very strong agency force, so which is another important driver for improving the life insurance awareness. So those are the pluses which that company has, and it has cultivated over the years. So I'm sure, it will help them to position them well as compared to competition.
So, Mr. Khara, how important is bank assurance as one of the components of valuation drivers? How important is it to value a life insurance company? Because there has been a lot of scrambling in this sector when it comes to bank assurance, and there have been deals also which have been struck because of this one reason.
Yeah, I think they have penetrated well as far as the bank assurance channel is concerned from the bank branches. And of course, they are also trying to offer these products through the digital mode as well from the bank's channel. So I think they are investing well in terms of creating the capability in the banks also, in the bank also in terms of the banking branches. So these are the kind of initiatives which will help them to generate value for the customer and also for the stakeholders.
Right. All the best for SBI Life's IPO. But Mr. Khara, general insurance business is also gaining a lot of traction. A lot of rub-off from the life insurance euphoria has already set in the general insurance business. How big is the SBI's general insurance arm, and when could it be IPO ready as well?
Yeah, general insurance is a relatively newer business for us, and the company has started doing well in terms of the year 16-17 was the first year when it has seen profits, and the current first quarter also it is maintaining that trajectory. So to that extent, that company is now poised for very decent growth. And I would say that last year, in the year 16-17, as compared to the market growth of about 15%, they grew almost about 18%. So they are having a significant improvement as compared to market in terms of their growth. So I think this company may not be right now, but maybe another 2 to 3 years time, maybe we can revisit this issue of the company is it IPO ready.
So the general insurance business of State Bank of India could really be IPO ready in the next 2 to 3 years. With that, we'll slip into a short breather. That was all about the insurance business of State Bank of India. But Mr. Khara is also bullish about other areas which are under his vertical. So we'll talk about that and much more. Stay tuned to Big Deal.